Welcome to This Explainer. Look, if you've been doom scrolling the headlines lately, you'd probably think the rise of AI means the absolute end of career growth. But today, we're completely flipping that script. We're looking at the actual data to see exactly how you can build an irreplaceable skill set. So let's move past all that fear-mongering and focus on the real, actionable solutions that are working out there in the market right now.
Let's kick things off with a massive reality check. While everyone else is panicking about being replaced by algorithms, some seriously savvy professionals are quietly pulling in $10,000, or honestly even more, every single month. And how? They're doing it by pivoting straight into highly specific, high-value areas where human beings absolutely dominate.
The profound truth here is that there is just massive financial opportunity right now if you just know where to look. We are right in the middle of a major career transition. And the market, well, it is happily paying a premium to people who possess the kinds of skills that algorithms literally cannot replicate. Okay, here's our roadmap for today. We'll hit the AI panic pivot where AI actually fails, our 5 recession-proof skills, your learning roadmap, and finally, why the future is yours. Let's dive in.
Section 1. The AI Panic Pivot. It's time to pivot into opportunity. Moving right along to Section 2, where AI actually fails. Let's debunk the myth of the all-powerful machine. Okay, so we have to acknowledge the anxiety around artificial intelligence, right? But the secret is looking at this disruption not as a closed door, but as an incredible, wide-open opportunity. Once you understand what the machine just cannot do, you know exactly where to position yourself. Listen, AI fundamentally struggles with human judgment. It lacks true organic creativity, and it completely falls apart in complex, messy real-world scenarios. But humans, our ultimate superpowers are authentic connection and complex strategy. Jobs that require these deeply human elements aren't just surviving right now, they are absolutely thriving. Section 3. 5 recession-proof skills. Think of these as your AI revolution lifeboats.
All right, here's your ultimate toolkit of recession-proof paths. We've got prompt engineering, AI training and data labeling, personal branding, skilled trades, and high-level consulting. These are the precise arenas that AI simply cannot touch, and mastering even just one of these can completely insulate your career from economic downturns and tech shifts. Now, the crucial point here is the massive upside. We're talking about extraordinary earning potential when you master these specific human advantages. We're not looking at entry-level wages, guys. We're talking potential monthly incomes reaching $20,000 for personal branding, $15,000 for prompt engineering, and $12,000 for skilled trades. The market pays for scarcity. And right now, skilled, strategic human execution is becoming remarkably scarce. First up is prompt engineering, which can bring in anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 a month. This skill is all about directing the technology rather than trying to compete against it. You basically become the pilot. Because honestly, an AI is really only as good as the instructions it receives. Companies right now are desperate for professionals who actually understand the nuances of how to talk to these language models to extract complex, high-value outputs quickly and efficiently.
Next on the list, we have AI training and data labeling, bringing in a solid $3,000 to $8,000 monthly. Look, AI models don't just magically know things out of the box. They have to be taught by humans. It's kind of wonderfully ironic, right? You secure your job by literally teaching the very machines that everyone else is so terrified of. By curating and labeling the massive amounts of data these systems ingest, you step into a highly demanded and remarkably safe role in this new economy.
Then we have personal branding, which boasts a massive range from $2,000 all the way up to a staggering $20,000 a month. In a world that is completely flooded with AI-generated generic content, people are absolutely craving authenticity. Your unique personality, your lived experiences, your authentic human connection, those are your biggest assets. By building a brand around who you genuinely are, you command a level of trust and authority that an algorithm simply cannot fake. No way. And we absolutely have to talk about the skilled trades generating between $4,000 and $12,000 a month. Because no matter how smart a computer gets, the Terminator is definitely not going to show up to fix your leaky plumbing. AI cannot rewire a house, it can't build a deck, and it can't repair an HVAC system. These highly lucrative, physical, real-world professions are entirely untouched by the digital revolution. If you work with your hands out in the physical world, your job is unbelievably secure.
Finally, there's high-level consulting. This easily allows experts to charge well over $10,000 a month. Why? Well, because businesses desperately require complex human strategy, nuanced judgment, and direct business coaching to navigate totally unpredictable markets. Sure, an AI can give you a spreadsheet of data, but a high-level consultant gives you wisdom, contextual strategy, and the actual confidence to execute. That is a strictly human-to-human transaction.
Moving to Section 4, your learning roadmap. Let's see how you can start executing today.
So, if you're sitting there wondering where to begin, you really need to look at the barrier to entry. AI training is generally the easiest one to pick up right away. Following that is prompt engineering, which just requires a bit more technical finesse. Personal branding, that takes some time to build a real audience. And finally, trades and consulting are ranked as the hardest or longest paths, simply because they require significant physical training, certifications, or years of prior industry expertise before you can start charging top dollar.
When you're ready to actually start learning, you basically have two main paths. You can kick things off with completely free resources like YouTube and industry blogs. That's a great way to test the waters at your own pace with a super low barrier to entry. On the flip side, you can invest in paid courses. The massive benefit there is that they offer structured learning, accelerated networking opportunities, and they generally give you a much faster track to actually landing clients and hitting those income goals.
Having a realistic timeline is absolutely crucial for hitting that $10,000 a month mark. Check this out. In month 1, you're just learning the basics. By month 3, you're transitioning all that learning into your first small gigs. Fast forward to month 6, you are actively scaling your income and raising your rates. And by month 12, if you stay totally disciplined, hitting that $10K a month threshold is entirely possible. This isn't just theory, guys. The data shows real people are achieving these exact amounts within a single year through focused dedication.
And that brings us to Section 5. The future is yours. It's time to empower your career.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want to leave you with an empowering perspective. This whole narrative that you are powerless against technology, it's completely false. The professionals who are going to thrive in this new era will be the ones who adapt. The future definitively belongs to the people who treat AI as a powerful collaborative tool, not some sort of enemy. By integrating these systems to handle all your busy work, you free up your time to focus on the high-value, uniquely human skills we've been talking about today.
It really all comes down to this one core idea. AI didn't destroy jobs. It destroyed boring jobs. We are witnessing the rapid elimination of the mundane, repetitive tasks that, let's be honest, nobody really wanted to do anyway. What this does is leave a massive, wide-open lane for highly creative, deeply strategic, and uniquely human work.
The opportunity has literally never been bigger, but you have to choose to step into it. The choice is no longer about whether AI will change your industry, it's about what exact role you're going to play when it does. So I have to ask, will you let the algorithm dictate your value, or will you master the deeply human skills it can never touch? Which of these 5 recession-proof skills will you learn first? I'll catch you in the next explainer.